Tool time for a Titanic head coach as the wins just keep piling up. How many? How many W's for the Lynx this season? Getting better. The Yellow Jackets and Saints. More than just a rivalry game, much more. One more Reaver off to Division I, and we know him well. Well done, mate. Next stop for this Iowa Western Duffer, the Open Championship.
Hey, we're members of the AL baseball team. The Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. And you know, I remember Lee Toole years ago when I was the sports director across the river. His son was a student athlete of the week. And you know, to me, Lee is the same now as he was way back then. Just a nice guy, very approachable, as well as a great coach. His team currently ranked 10th in the state, and Lewis Central getting set to make another run in the second season. The Titans look to take another step towards a Hawkeye 10 Conference Championship. Now, Caleb Shudak just strikes out the first two Trojans he faces. Atlantic with some solid defense in the bottom of the first inning. Shudak to the gap. Nice catch. The student section, something to smile about in the third. Brandon Figueroa belts a base hit to center. Now, Trojan starter Travis Peterson just can't find the plate. Walks a couple of batters, including Luke Sutherland. Run trots in. LC grabs a 2-zip lead. But the visitors get it back in the top of the fourth inning. High chopper up the box. Atlantic, just 5 hits overall. 2 here in the fourth. Drops in. The Trojans then score on a wild pitch, and then the old double steal. And just like that, it's all tied up. Bottom of the fifth inning, Figueroa with his second hit of the game. The home team 8 overall. And then later with the bases juiced, Austin Simmons rifles one up the middle. 2 runs come around. Lewis Central takes a 4-2 lead. Joel Thompson then chops one through the hole. Another run comes in. 5-2. The Titans 4 hits in the inning. Paxton Whitaker, his second of the game. A 4-run fifth, 6-2 LC. Color in a complete game for the junior right-hander. Caleb Shudak just goes the distance, no walks, strikes out 8. And Lewis Central grabs an 8-2 win. And for head coach Lee Toole, career victory number 800.
Been around a long time, 34 years of doing this. You're bound to get some numbers, I guess. So, but it's a cool feeling. But I've got a lot of people that have helped with coaches and players that have got me there. So, with that said, it's a nice feeling. But yet, we're not done this year yet either. I need to thank you guys. This is my 800th career win. So.
Yeah, that's a lot. I thought he said 100th. I was like, there's no way. You've been coaching a lot longer than that. But yeah, that's a lot of wins.
He doesn't talk about that?
No, he doesn't. So he told us that. We were all kind of really coached. Okay.
I didn't think we swung the bat as well tonight as we did last night, but that's kind of been our MO. We've kind of been up and down on that roller coaster. We'll swing it really well one night, then we come back the next night and just get the job done. And then there's been a few nights in there where we didn't get the job done and you lose by 1 or 2.
They chased out the first game, so I was just going to try to pound the zone, but I don't want pounding because I know they can hit. They have in the past, so my goal is just keep it around the zone.
I'd say probably the biggest difference this year between this year and last year is just our defensive consistency, our pitching consistency. We haven't made a lot of errors in the field. We've been throwing strikes, making them hit the ball.
We think we can go ways in state. We're hoping to make that championship night against one of the Sioux cities and see what happens. I think it's a pretty even district. I think all 6 teams have a fair shot, and so it's going to come down to who's playing the hottest and who makes the fewest mistakes.
The Titans open up a 3-game lead in the race for the Hawk 10 title. And longtime LC head coach Lee Toole, win number 800. Not a bad day all around.
Never satisfied.
So, how about that? 800 wins and still going strong. Heck, Coach Toole, to me, looks like he can still play. I mean, over 30 years in anything, that's pretty impressive. And as a coach, these days, well, that says even more. 33 years, according to Lewis Central Athletic Director Mike Hale. 3 at New Hartford, where Coach Toole racked up 39 wins, 29 losses. Next stop, TJ. 14 seasons down on Broadway. And during that time, the Yellow Jackets won 343 and 212. And that's a big end. Lee Toole led Thomas Jefferson to a state championship in 1993. And finally, rounding out the trifecta comes Lewis Central, 16 years and counting with the Titans. And as of that win over Atlantic, the record reads 418 and 188. Now that brings the total to 800 career wins, 429 losses. Again, Lee Toole just the 10th coach in state history to win 800 or more games. And Coach Toole is currently the 5th winningest active coach in Iowa. So congratulations to our Iron Man at LC. And if I may add, Lee Toole, as I've said, is an even better person. Just saying. And again, got to thank AD Mike Hale for rounding up the numbers for me. Thanks, Mike. From baseball to softball, two teams still finding their way step into the box up on the hill. But up next, a double dip at AL when we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council of Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not a minute 45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
The Abraham Lincoln baseball team's already doubled its win total from a year ago. And I say, good for the Lynx. AL's coming on. Head coach James Larson and the guys are coming around. I mean, Adam Barrett's already thrown a no-hitter. The Lynx have put together a win streak. And then simply there are days like, well, see for yourself. The Warriors shut out the Lynx 2-0 in Game 1. They meet again for Game 2 and the fireworks start early. Sergeant Bluff Luton just comes out swinging in the first inning with the base hit. But AL doesn't help. Wild pitch and the visitors are on the board. Moments later, nice stab. The home team throws it around. The Sergeant comes in with a quick 3-0 lead. Now Bluff Luton with the wild pitch in the bottom of the first. John Smith takes second. The Warriors can't make the plays. Smith scores and the Lynx trail 3-1. But then comes the second inning. Sergeant Bluff Luton just bats around. Spencer Wyant grounds one through the left side. 2 runs make the rounds, and it's 6-1. Ryan Admire smokes one to the gap in left. An 8-run inning. The Sergeant in command, 11-1 after 2. And it makes a hot day just even hotter for Abraham Lincoln's fans. Now the Warriors, 9 hits overall. The Lynx here, just 3. Kyle Crowell doubles to right. And then Dalton Wilcoxon knocks him in. But it's not enough. Sergeant Bluff Luton completes the sweep with a 12-2 win.
I think we put a little more pressure on ourselves than probably we should have, than we should be right now. Our players, we saw a little bit of success. We had a little bit of run, and they really want to win bad. You can tell, and I think sometimes that gets the better of you. It's a process. We really want to make sure that our players are playing the best baseball we can be towards the end here of July, mid-July, and we were on that route. We started off slow. Our kids, didn't put their heads down. To their credit, they wanted to get better, and we did. We've taken a couple steps back, but we've been in some close games. It's just part of baseball.
Hurry up, beat him there, beat him there.
This team has done a lot better than last year. We've came with a better attitude this year to practice and towards games. We've been winning the close ones, the one-run games, but today it just wasn't good all around.
Offensively, we have our days where we're all hitting, and some days we're all come out flat and not hitting the ball very good. And defense, it's kind of hit and miss if we're there or not.
We have our ups and downs. It's kind of like one of those things where you don't know who's going to show up. Some days we're just really into it, and some days it's just not there.
I feel like you've shown glimpses this season, some of the runs you've made. You can make some noise in the playoffs, put it all together.
Yeah, I mean, anytime with our 1 and 2 guys on the mound that we have going for us, Jake and Adam, I know that they're going to keep us in ball games, and we have a chance against anybody. And when they get in a rhythm, our team gets in a rhythm. And I don't like putting that much pressure on an individual player, but those 2 kids have accepted that call. They've accepted that role and have really gone with it.
After winning 6 of 7, Abraham Lincoln's lost 4 straight, but plenty of time to make it up. The Lynx set to play 6 games in the next 6 days. And so, plenty of time for AL to get it back in gear. And like Coach said, when you got a solid number 1 and 2 guy on the hill, anything can happen. The Lynx head into a heavy week at 11-17. Still plenty of time left. Now, Coach Toole in 10th-ranked Lewis Central sitting pretty atop the Hawk 10 standings. The Titans 3 games up with 4 to play. Thomas Jefferson 10 games under 500. And St. Albert completes 14 games in 12 days. The Falcons go 10-4 and sit at 20-12. From the Diamond to the Lynx, a Reaver set to play at the British Open. And back on this side of the pond, emotional night for both sides, and only one team can win. After the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed SportsMed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed SportsMed invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed SportsMed.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Get your ass. You're not in here.
Yes, I am.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No!
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. You know, I'm always pulling for both these softball teams. I mean, they're not the big dogs. No, they both have been struggling, and for different reasons. And so when Thomas Jefferson and St. Albert hook up, I'm kind of in the middle, because somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. And emotions?
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 12, Kelsey Nelson.
The Saints line up against the Yellow Jackets. St. Albert outscored Thomas Jefferson 9-6 earlier in the season. Bailey Clark mowing him down. The junior a no-hitter through 5. The home defense making all the plays. TJ starter Ashley Nelson help from her friends as well. Now both teams combined just 2 errors. Catcher to first. Cameras ready for a history maker. Scoreless, bottom of the 4th inning. Bailey Clark, her school record 6th home run of the season.
That's a home run by the pitcher, number 28, Bailey Clark.
The St. Albert Flash Mob goes up 1-0. The Saints 6 outs from the payoff. Top of the 6th, the visitors. Alicia Mefford with the bunt. Beats it out. Later, bases loaded, 2 outs. Everybody's safe. Tie game. And then a pass ball. Skylar Ritter hustles in. And it's 2-1 Thomas Jefferson. Top of the 7th inning. Another B just buzzes on in. And it's 3-1. Now St. Albert 6 hits overall. Bottom of the 7th. Addie Barton up the middle. The Saints 2 on, 1 out. Nelson, her only 2 strikeouts of the game. And TJ stuns the Saints on senior night, 3-1.
Very good win. We've been working really hard, been talking about that base running is going to win us ball games, and tonight I think that's what helped us. We were very aggressive on the bases, and it paid off for us.
I knew I had to hit my spots better. I knew that when they called the pitch, I would have to hit that spot.
How far has this team come from the beginning to now?
It's come really far. Last year we had 2 wins, and now we've already doubled it, and it feels pretty good.
It's so hard because I feel like I just want to put myself in their shoes and go do it and help them, and I'm just helpless, like standing on the sideline just watching her, and it's hard.
It sucks, but I mean, we can't really do anything if we just score our runs off of one swing. Like, the team kind of needs to step up, and I don't know, it's hard.
Victory, pray for us, please.
Rough way to go out as a senior.
Yeah, but we just couldn't string things together, and it's none of our team's fault. They just played well, and we played well. We just couldn't make the adjustments.
You're very aggressive on your base running. And what have we been talking about? Base running's going to what? Win us games, and that's what happened tonight.
After losing 17 straight, Thomas Jefferson's now won 3 of its last 4. And St. Albert drops its 9th in a row.
Believe on 3. 1, 2, 3. 3! Wait here. Here we go.
And then there's Lewis Central. The Titans are this close to the top of the leaderboard in the Hawk 10 Conference. And then comes Glenwood. The Rams sweep LC 9-4 and 11-1. Lewis Central at 22-13 overall drops out of contention for the league title. AL has its 12-game winning streak snapped at the Dallas Center Grimes tournament. The Lynx now 24-9. TJ, as you just heard, already doubled its win total from a season ago, and St. Albert resting at 5-20. Up next, our play of the week, a true Titan, and say goodbye to another Reaver. Gone too soon. On the other side.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. September 27th, jam with Papa Roach and headliner Five Finger Death Punch. Over at the Convention Center, July 10th and 11th, British Fest comes to town. Then July 20th through the 26th, see the Nebraska Regional Bridge Tournament. And August 8th and 9th, it's the Spirit of Courage Celebrity Weekend. Remember, the MAC offers free parking for all events. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
And the hits just keep on coming for the Iowa Western football program. Another one comes and goes. 21 players from the 2014 Reavers football team. 21 have gone Division I, and that's impressive. And the latest? Well, a former road grader from St. Albert.
Let's welcome your Iowa.
Chalk up another one for the Iowa Western football juggernaut. St. Albert offensive lineman Trey Bowman here signed with Iowa Western not so long ago. And now in the blink of an eye, the 6'4", 285-pounder shuffles off to Buffalo and Division I.
I'm a little nervous, excited but nervous. I'm moving 16 hours across the country, but I'm moving 16 hours to go to a school academically that is phenomenal. And football-wise, they're in the MAC conference. They were mid-conference, but with this new staff they got, I'm really excited about them.
He hasn't even scratched the surface yet. I think the weight room is going to continue. It's going to continue gaining him more confidence, just getting stronger. You know, and I think he was a lot more confident this spring than he was in the fall. And again, part of that's because of an off-season weightlifting program where you're stronger. Now you're the guy running with the ones and not the twos, and so I think his upside is all but there.
Being a small school guy, you know the value of hard work and stuff, and then coming over here and showing that hard work is important, and I think that's the biggest reason I got this opportunity.
So, chalk up another one to Iowa Western. Former Falcon Trey Bowman. Trey will major in pre-med at Buffalo. The Iowa Western men's golf team here finished 15th at the national tournament, and freshman Alistair Balcombe from England placed in the top 30. Next stop for the 19-year-old, try the British Open. That's right, the Open Championship. Balcombe and two others tied for the lowest score at a most recent sectional qualifying tournament.
It's exciting, obviously. It hasn't really even sunk in yet. I think, once all the official stuff starts coming out, but it's exciting. It definitely elevates the program in the school, hopefully, and just kind of, I think, gets the message out there of what type of athletes we have here, and not just on our golf program, but through all of our programs. We have world-class athletes that come through here, and hopefully that message gets out there a little bit more.
So tune in to the Old Course at St. Andrews for the third Grand Slam event of the year, and you just might see a reaver from Iowa Western, Alistair Balcombe. Wow. Now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. The Lewis Central baseball team belts Atlantic 8-2 in chalk-up win number 800 for Lee Toole. The Titans head coach becomes just the 10th in state history to record 800 or more victories. Lee Toole with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Summer classes begin June 29th. Fall classes kick off August 24th. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. So things are just moving along. I mean, it's July already. Can you believe it? The football season's going to be here before you know it. Everybody say amen. Now, remember to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.